In today's video, I'm diving deep into something that caught my attention, Vadoo AI. Now, if you're like me and you're constantly juggling multiple AI tools for content creation, this might be exactly what you've been looking for. Here's what's interesting about Vadoo AI. Instead of having to sign up for separate platforms and manage multiple subscriptions, they've brought together a solid collection of popular AI models all in one place. We're talking Google V3, Kling 2.1, Hio 2, Flux Content, basically many of the models you're probably already familiar with or have been wanting to try. Now, I did some quick math, and if you were to get individual subscriptions to access these models separately, you could easily be looking at several $100s per month. That adds up pretty quickly, especially if you're just starting out or working on a budget. Now, what makes Vadoo AI worth checking out is that it streamlines the whole process. Instead of switching between different websites and managing multiple accounts, you get access to these tools from the dashboard. It's definitely more convenient and potentially more cost-effective depending on your needs. I've been testing it out, and there are some genuinely useful features I want to show you in this video. Plus, I found something pretty interesting about how you can get access to this platform, and I'll share those details at the end because it could save you quite a bit of money in the long run. So if you're curious about AI tools and want to see what this platform can actually do, hit that like button and let's get into the video. Now, before we jump into the actual tutorial, I want to quickly tell you about something that could completely change your YouTube game. If you're serious about building a successful faceless channel, you need to check out AI Guy Academy. This isn't just another course, it's a complete system where I've broken down everything from advanced AI workflows to the exact strategies my students are using to pull in thousands every month. You'll get access to my custom script bots, plug and play automation systems, and a vault of coaching calls where you can see real students getting real results. But here's what makes it different. You get direct access to me through monthly Q&A calls where you can ask me anything about your channel, your strategy, or any roadblocks you're hitting. So if that sounds like something you want to do, check out the link to the Academy down below, and now let's get started with the tutorial. Alright, so here I am on the home screen. For now, if you want to get into the tool and you kind of want to follow along as I go, the link to the tool is going to be down below in the description, but later on in the video I'm going to be talking about how you can get a lifetime deal on this tool, so make sure to stick around. But anyway, once you are inside of the tool, that is the homepage that you're going to see. Now, of course, one of the most important and probably the number one feature that this tool offers is the AI video generation. This tool offers a lot of features, but probably one of the core features is generating videos. Now, what makes this tool special is if I go here at the bottom and click right here on Kling Standard, we can see that this tool basically integrates a lot of different models. So it basically introduces 5 models of Kling AI, then it has Hunyan, and then it has Fast Hunyan, and then it has Minimax, and it has Pixverse and Runway and VO2, and of course the VO3, one of the better models that currently exist, and Luma and Wan, and all of these models, they are literally here in a single place. Also, LTX is a really cool model as well. I recently did a tutorial on this tool. So yeah, as you can see, literally every single model you could possibly think of is here in a single place for you to use. So for example, I want to make a video with Google VO3 because it's just the best one currently. As you can see though, I just noticed it as I'm explaining, different models demand different credits. So be mindful of that, and keep that in mind if you're going to be making a purchasing decision, because yeah, as you can see here, VO3 demands 600 credits per generation, but for example, most of the other models like Luma or Wan, they require either 40 credits or 60 credits. But the reason it's like that is because obviously VO3 is, in my opinion, I think it's currently the best model in terms of like what it can do and what it can produce. So that is why it demands more credits and more time per generation, but I think it's pretty obvious stuff. But anyway, I will choose VO3. Now you can also choose the ratio, and then you can choose the length of the video. And then when you're gonna have some generations, you can do remix, meaning you can basically remake those videos that you've previously made, or you can even upload a video of your own. Alright, so I just went into ChatGPT and I basically asked it to give me a cool prompt in order for us to generate a cool video with the Google VO3, and that's something I also recommend you guys to do. Anytime you want to create something, actually go into ChatGPT and ask it for the correct prompt. Anyway, I'm gonna go back into the tool and I'll paste the prompt right here, and I'll basically now click on send button right here. And as you can see, the video generation is in progress, and I'm gonna be right back when it's done to show you the result. And while this generation is actually in progress, I want to tell you more about the Google VO3, the model that we're currently making a video with. I'm sure you've seen those videos on YouTube with the gorillas vlogs and whatnot. Obviously this trend kind of died down, but it's only a matter of time before people figure out like a new POV to recreate and whatnot. So with that said, the model that was used to generate those videos was Google VO3, because you can see how realistic it is and just how good those shots truly are. So, I mean, yeah, you can tell that it basically took an actual good AI to produce those videos. And that is why it costs more credits and takes longer to generate those. But I mean, you have to agree, those are amazing videos. So here's the generation that we got with Google VO3. Now, it is quite stunning. It's pretty cool, although it is pretty random. It's just a forest and a lake and a bunch of lights, if you will. But you know, that is the way, because we didn't really specify to ChatGPT what we want to see. But yeah, it looks cool to me. And now you can see the power of this model. And with that said, let's go and check out what images this tool can generate. Alright, so now that we've covered the video generating aspect of this tool, I do want to point your attention that it also offers the AI image generator, a very typical interface. So here on the left, we can also choose a model. As you can see, it offers tons of models, just like with videos. It's totally up to your preference which model you want to use. Though, unlike videos, if we look at credits, the distribution here and costs are more or less the same. I mean, some are dramatically cheaper, for example, HI Dream, but hey, I would avoid using these super cheap models because they're just probably not good. But you know, ultimately across the board, all the costs are more or less balanced and we have tons of models to choose from. Now, I do want to show you this cool channel, and I'm actually going to be doing a full course on this channel very soon in the coming videos. But what I want to show you is they make specific shorts. For example, let's click on this short with a girl that they recently made. And so what you're going to notice is those are actually AI generated images, obviously. And so what this person did is they made a bunch of images and they just put them all together in CapCut or something like that. And yeah, that was all generated with AI. So what I did here, or if you want to do something like that, a channel like that, I would go into AI and tell it, hey, give me 10 text prompts that I will use for generating a scary stories video. If you really want to take it to the next level, you can also screenshot the channel just like so, and literally give AI a bunch of screenshots with you know, different, maybe not that, but basically screenshot the images that kind of represent the vibe you're going for. So just a girl sitting in this dark-ish room could be nice. And then you copy the same kind of prompt and then give AI basically the images and the prompt in order to ultimately recreate this style, if that makes sense. And here we go. A lone teenager, Sabrina, sitting in the room. So like, obviously it took some inspiration from those images. I think you get the point. But for now, let's go and copy this prompt. For example, a hooded figure stands at the edge of the moonlight porch. Could look interesting. So I'm going to copy this prompt. I'll go back here at the bottom. I'll paste the prompt. Now here on the left, we want to select aspect ratio. For this case, we are, you know, recreating a shorts format. So I'll go with 9:16. Now for the model, so I'm going to go with Midjourney V7 because it's just one of the recent models that they released and I've heard good things about it. So let's check it out. And again, make sure to select 9:16. You can also, here on the left, you can choose the style, which is a drop-down menu from the effects. And yeah, actually I want to choose a style. I would go with the dark light. And in the additional settings, we can choose the amount of pictures. But I believe this Midjourney model already comes with 4 generations, as it says right here. So with all of that said, I'm going to click on send, and it's going to take some time to generate a bunch of images, and I'll be right back when it's done. So yeah, it looks great. Looks pretty much in the style of this channel, more or less, especially if we compare it to something like this. Definitely gives you the same vibe. Yeah, so now you understand how this particular feature works, and let's move on to the next one. Now, the next feature I want to show you is AI voiceovers. So if you are already paying for voiceovers, you could also do that. You could also generate voiceovers here in this tool. Now, I do want to point your attention that the characters are quite limited. So it is 1,000 at a time. So for example, if you're a heavy user of 11 Labs and you're using Studio, for instance, and you need to generate like long audios that are, an hour long, 2 hours long, maybe it's not the use case for you. But if you're making, let's say, something like I do on my Instagram. So, on my Instagram, I make those like talking avatar videos, and they're basically under 30 or 60 seconds long. So I don't need a lot of audio to be made. And for such a use case, that feature could work just perfectly. So it's very simple, straightforward. You just land into here, you choose a voice, and I'm pretty sure those are APIs from 11 Labs. So those are basically the same voices that you would get in 11 Labs. In here, we can sort by accents. So let's say American, let's do adult, and let's do male. And then once you like a particular voice, just click on submit, and then, you know, just type in whatever text you need, click on generate, and you're gonna get your audio just like that. All right, guys, and so as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I'm now going to tell you how and where you can get a lifetime deal on this tool. So the website is going to be AppSumo. Again, the link is going to be down below to this lifetime sale. And basically, AppSumo is going to explain here the features of this tool, but I've already done that. And so now let's talk about the price tiers and how it works. And yeah, more about that. So basically, you only pay once. That is the whole point here. And then you basically get credits on a monthly basis. Now, it really depends on what or how many credits you need per month and what are your intentions with this tool. But what I can tell you is regardless of which price tier you choose, you get every single feature with every single tier. So don't worry about that. It is truly just about how many credits you're gonna need every single month, and the price is just gonna vary based on that. Now, as you can see, there are no prices shown here, and the way for you to discover the relevant price, just click my link down below. You're going to be taken to the page where you can purchase this tool if you're interested, and there you will see the relevant price for this tool. I think it's pretty straightforward, so if you're interested in this tool, go ahead and check it out down below. And in general, if you enjoyed watching this video, remember to give it a like and subscribe to my channel. And with that said, I'll see you in the next video.